Hey everyone, and welcome to Nicko's Bakery. Today something really special. We're doing a birthday cake, a teddy bear birthday cake, and I'm going to show you all the steps. It's so simple, so let's get started. The first thing, guys, that you're going to need is some sponge cakes. Now, we've made sponge cakes on Nicko's Kitchen before, so I'm not going to redo that video, but if you want to have a look at that video, the links are below. But you will need about 6 medium-sized sponge cakes. Now, what you want to do first is grab a large bowl, okay, and we want to put butter, unsalted butter, straight into the bowl. And to that, we're going to add some icing sugar, because what we're doing is we're making our icing. Essentially, we're making buttercream for our cake. So you want some icing, some pure icing sugar in there. And to that, we're going to add a small amount of milk. Now, when this is done, you want to get some electric beaters and you want to really mix this well until it's nice and creamy and fluffy, and give it a quick taste and make sure it's got that sweetness there. After that, I want you to take about 1/4 of the mixture away and put it separate, and then add some cocoa powder, because we want to make a chocolate icing, but we do want the other half just a vanilla colour. Now, the next part is very important. Go and get some baking paper or some parchment paper and just trace a line with a pencil of a teddy bear, and then put it over your sponge cakes to make sure it fits. Now, you can download templates off the internet or do what I've just done here and do it freehand, just off the top of your head of a teddy bear. Now, what I want you to do is, using some scissors, just cut around that parchment paper and remove the excess, and you can see there all the elements of that bear, and we're going to cut around, as you'll see in a second, very carefully with a sharp knife, okay, and discard all the excess sponge cake. Now, be very careful when you do this. Take your time. There is no rush, and you'll see here in a second I'll move it back out, and keep doing that because it's going to maintain a tidy board for you to cut on. Now, discard that parchment paper, just take it off, and it will reveal all the different sections of our teddy bear. But don't worry if you think it's looking too much like a jigsaw puzzle. What we're going to do now on this nice flat aluminium board is we're going to piece together our teddy bear. Using some of that excess icing I was talking about before, just a little bit, we're going to glue the sections of our teddy bear together, and you'll see here in a second what I mean by that. But just on the sides there, and push those pieces together, and they will hold in place. So you don't have to put any skewers through it or anything like that. This is just as good. Now, what I want you to do with your chocolate icing is put a big dollop on the top, and using a spatula, just push it all to the sides and get that teddy bear covered on the top and on the sides, of course. Now, using a fork, because it is a teddy bear and we want to have that furry look, just using the back of your fork and the front of your fork, just make some score marks over the top and on the sides to give it that nice furry look for the teddy bear. Once we've done that, get your vanilla icing, okay, and I want you to put a dollop of that around the nose area, on the paws, the legs, and in the middle. And you'll see here in a second what I mean by that. So we're going to be putting a nose here later on, so just put a dollop of that where the nose area is. And again, you can see here what I've done is I've put some in the paws, and we're spreading it around in the middle here. So now we've finished icing our teddy bear, what we want to do now is decorate it. So what I want you to do is grab a marshmallow, just one marshmallow, and cut it in half, and we're going to place it on the ears. These are going to be the teddy bear ears, so just place them on the top there. The next thing we're going to do is its eyes. Now, we've got some chocolate buttons here, and I like these because they've got an indent here, and we're going to do some extra things to the teddy bear eye. So just go ahead and place them just above that white icing that we've got there. Then what I want you to do, and here in Australia we call them smarties, but they're just round coloured candies. You could use M&Ms if you wanted to. They're just coloured candies with a chocolate centre. You can use any colour you want. I'm using blue, and I'm just going to get a little bit of our icing on the back of it so it sticks to the chocolate. I'm going to put it straight on in the middle of that chocolate button, so we've got the teddy bear eyes. Then what I want you to do is move on to the nose, and again you could use any colour. I've just chosen red, and we're going to pop it straight there. The next thing, guys, what I want you to do is get a strap of licorice and then cut it very finely into strips. And you'll see here in a second what I mean by that, because we're going to be having a bow on the teddy bear plus a couple of pieces for its nose. So with the smaller straps of licorice, just put them under the nose in sort of like a fishing hook sort of shape, and do the same for the other side. Now we're doing a bow tie, like I said, so that's the sort of shape that you want, and we're going to fill that bow tie with some of the more of those coloured candies, just like that, and then it's all done. So check this out. Doesn't it look fantastic? It's so easy to do. It's simple. Anybody can do this. It looks a lot harder than it actually is. It's perfect for kids' birthday parties, but you know what? It's perfect for an old birthday party too. So happy birthday, Mum. All the ingredients are below, plus the sponge cake recipe. Give this a go, it's easy. You take care, and I'll see you next week here on Nicko's Bakery.